April 9th. Today's reading occurs in about 1100 BC. It's been about 300 years since the Israelites entered the Promised Land. And as we've seen in previous readings, the people were intermixing pagan practices with Judaism. And there was very little accountability for these atrocities because the priesthood itself had become corrupt. The high priest's two sons were not only stealing from the sacrifices that the people were bringing, they were also seducing young women who served at the tabernacle. And Eli, the high priest, by not disciplining his sons, was counted by God as partially responsible. And as a result of this deteriorating spiritual condition throughout the nation, God's voice was not being heard. Chapter 3 and verse 1 explains, Yahweh's word was rare in those days. There were not many visions then. The nation was suffering from a lack of leadership. And in a move of desperation, the Ark of the Covenant is brought from the Holy of Holies out onto the battlefield. The Israelite army and the Philistines as well know that no man or army can defeat the Israelites if God is with them. But their understanding is incomplete and misguided. And God actually allows the unthinkable to happen. The Ark itself is captured by the Philistines. Hannah's story is unlike any other. Like Isaac and Samson and John the Baptist, her son Samuel is dedicated to God before birth. But unlike anyone else in history, he is raised from childhood as the personal assistant to the high priest. And he actually sleeps in the tabernacle complex. Hannah's prayer was uttered in the midst of dark days. The nation needed a powerful prophet. And without even knowing it at the time, Hannah played a key role in providing that much needed voice of God to the people. By taking the initiative, by stepping up, reaching out, and believing God for bigger and better things than she was currently experiencing, she helped solve the larger problem for the nation of Israel. Her son Samuel would become the last of the judges of Israel and its first great prophet. And he would lead the Israelites into a political and spiritual restoration. God loves it when we bring our deepest needs to Him, when we ask Him in faith for things that coincide with His desires. He wants to demonstrate His supreme authority on the earth. He wants to show Himself strong to the world. And He will work through His trusting servants that dream with Him for big things. Here's today's application. What is your greatest need? What are you believing God for in your life? A loved one to come to Christ, a physical healing, or a restoration of a relationship? Whatever it is, bring it to God and dare to believe Him for something bigger than you can imagine. He loves to show Himself strong to those who put their trust in Him. Now here's today's prayer.